Shalom, sister. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, praises to Yahawah, Yahawashi. And this is for sisters that don't know, I do have a website through the Spirit, and I post daily exhortation on there. I might miss a day or two, just being honest, but usually it's pretty consistent on a daily basis. And so I decided to do today's exhortation as a video. So that's why I'm doing this quick exhortation through the Spirit today. But I was at work. For those that don't know, I am a pre-K 1 teacher of 4 and 5-year-olds. And I was at work, and one of my students she just was having a rough morning. And she was just basically crying all morning. And like, I couldn't even get a conversation out of her without her breaking down crying. Now, of course, obviously she got some stuff going on. That's beside the point. Let's focus on the message of it though. And so we went outside, and all the kids was running around playing and, screaming, having a blast. And literally she was sitting by herself alone, like still like over there crying and sad. And I was like, what's wrong? Like, you got to get up. Of course, obviously something is going on with her. Like, okay, that's beside the point. But the Most High, he just had me see that with a spiritual eye. And if sisters haven't watched, go check out me and Sister Lily's latest episode from the podcast, because Lily said exactly what I'm about to say. Basically, they was on the way to Passover, and it was a storm, and people were stopping in the storm. And Lily brought out a good point on the podcast. She was like, "Is that how we be? Like when a storm come in our life, we just sit in it?" And that's what I thought about with one of my students. Like, it's like she was just sitting there. And I was like, dang, like, do we just sit there in our storms? And so I just wanted to bring this out. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. So although she was sad, she had a rough morning, she had been going on crying and sad for like hours on hours. And she's done this before. And she just was sitting there. And I'm like, when life get tough for us, we can't just sit there. We can't just sit there, cry day in, day out, and just wait just hope it'll get better. Just wait for the storm to pass. Okay, maybe I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and maybe it'll be gone. We have to get up, dance in the rain. Girl, get up. Put your raincoat on, put your rain boots on, get the umbrella and walk through that storm, sis. Get up. Get up. And I wanted to get this precept. This is Psalms 30:5. For his anger endureth but a moment, in his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So joy is eventually going to come back. You got to get up, sis. Stop. Don't give yourself over to much sadness and heaviness. This is Sirach chapter 30 and verse 23. Love thine own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. So remove sorrow from you. My student, she wasn't removing sorrow for her. She just sat in the storm. She sat in the sorrow. And the Most High, he had me just look at it with a spiritual eye. And obviously, I got to tap into my teacher mode and make sure she's okay. I know that. I don't need y'all coming like, you need to check on her. I know all that, okay? That's beside the point. I'm focusing on this right now. We got to remove sorrow far from us. It's going to be a lot of seasons in this walk. You're going to have seasons where you're happy. You're going to have moments where you're going through, where you fight depression. It's going to get serious and tough in this walk. This walk is not a cakewalk. You're going to go through a lot of things. You're going to fight a lot of heavy demons. You probably going to go through some stuff you've never, ever faced before. And we can't just sit in it and just hope that it'll go away someday and just sit there and mope around and sit there and cry all day. You got to get up. You got to gird up the loins of your mind, put on the whole army, Yahawashi, get whatever, what's them things called that you put over your head? Hold on. Let's start with a P. Rain outfit attire. Let me try that. It start with a P. It's something that you put on. No. It's like a rain. I forgot I don't know what it's called. It's like a, I don't know. But it's like this thing that you put on. It's not a raincoat. It's like it only has a part where your head go in. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Put that on. Put your umbrella on. Wear the umbrella. Put your raincoat on. Put your rain boot. Whatever you gotta put on. If it's a snowy storm, grab your gloves. Grab your coat. Whatever type of season you're going through, grab the attire that you need. Pick up your tools to fight. The scriptures, the words of life. Get up on your mind and get up and fight, sis. This is on my spirit. This is today's exhortation. The message is don't sit in the storm. You got to get up. Life isn't about just waiting for the storm to pass. It's about dancing in the rain. Feel how you feel. Work through those emotions. Cast it unto Yahawashi. Give all your burdens to the Most High, Yahawashi. But you got to get up. You got to keep pushing. You got to put a smile on your face because you are still breathing. You are still spiritually alive. That's something to be happy about, joyful about. So remove sorrow far from you. Stop being so woe is me. Stop being so sad. Get up. Get out that storm. Stop soaking in it. Stop moping in it. Stop. Oh, I just wish it would get better. And I'm not minimizing what nobody go through, but girl, get up. Get up and fight. Put on your rain boot, girl. Whatever type of season you're going through. Okay, I'm gonna close out with these last two precepts. This is Psalms 55 and 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. So give all your burdens unto Yahawah Bahasham. Let all your supplications, your requests be made known unto him, as Philippians 4 and 6 say. Give it all to the Most High and cry aloud unto him. I'm reading the book of Joshua right now for a second time. And I think it was chapter 8, whenever we went to go conquer Ai for the first time, and then we got killed because we touched the accursed thing. The first thing Joshua did was cast down to the ground, call upon the name of the Lord. So when these tough times come, the first thing we should be doing is call upon the name of the Lord. Psalms 50 and 15 say, call upon me in the day of trouble, and I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. So we want to call upon the name of the Lord in the day of trouble. Call upon the name of the Lord when you're going through it. When it starts getting shaky in your life. When all hell starts breaking loose. When it starts to become a little turbulence. When it starts raining. When it starts snowing. When it starts sleeting. When it starts hailing. When the sun ain't shining in your life, call upon the name of the Lord. Don't just mope in your sorrow, sis. Get up. Gird up the loins of your mind. This is what this walk is about. This walk is not just all happy faces and peaches and cream. It's going to get tough. You're going to go through a lot of things. But at the end of the day, it's working together for our good. It's molding you into a better woman. And ultimately, we're trying to get the kingdom. And we have to be willing to go through the same things Yahawashi went through. We have to drink of his cup, as the scriptures say. And Yahawashi went through hell and back. And if we're trying to get that kingdom, we shall, with great tribulation, Acts 14 and 22, get the kingdom of heaven. So if you're really trying to get this kingdom, you got to be willing to go through these things. If you're really trying to get the kingdom of heaven, you can't sit in your storm. You have to get up. You have to fight. You have to put your raincoat on. You got to put your rain boots on. You got to gird up the loins of your mind and wear the whole armor Yahawah Shemashai if we're really trying to get this kingdom. Because life isn't about, life in this walk, it's not about just sitting in your storm. You got to get up and you got to fight. And can't nobody fight for you. We can fight with you, but you have to get up and you have to fight. But Lord willing, y'all have a great rest of y'all day. Lord willing, Sabbath is around the corner. It's going to be Thursday already. Time is flying. Praise the Lord. I ain't complaining. But call Bahasham. This is the day the Lord have made, and we'll rejoice and be glad in it. And I'm going to read this quote one more again. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. So when it gets tough, smile, rejoice, call upon the name of the Lord, but be happy. Don't just sit there like my student and just sit in the storm and just mope. Get up. Get up, girl. Girl, get up before I come through this phone. Ooh, that's Satan. But kind of love y'all. Call like how about Shemashai? Barakatah how about Shemashai? Shalom. Wait, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Don't just sit there and wait for the storm to pass and hope it get better and just cry and mope all day. You have to put the work in. You got to call upon the name of the Lord. Yahawah Shemashai. Pray, fast, study. You have to seek the Lord because he's the only one that can make things better. The Most High is our comfort. He's our strength. He is everything, and we need him. And he's the only way we can get through these troubling times. So, don't just sit there and just hope that it'll get better and wait for the storm to pass. Get up, girl, get up, gird up, and you got to put that work in for things to get better. Of course, everything's the Lord, but you have to put the work in. You have to be the one to get up and fight, and you can do it. We can do all things through Christ who strengthens us. Philippians 4 and 13, Luke 10 and 19 on down. We have power to tread upon these demons. You're way stronger than you think. Jacob wrestled with an angel. We have that same exact blood in us. We have the blood of Yahawashi in us. He died on the cross for us. He endured hell for us. We have that same blood in us. We have the blood of David in us, of Samson in us. They was killing folks with a jawbone. I forgot what animal they killed. I forgot what animal it was. I think it was a lion. I'm not sure. But I'm talking about David slew Goliath. Like, we have that same exact blood in us. You're way stronger than you think, sis. So, girl, get up. Gird up the ones in your mind. When you get up the ones in your mind, you gotta be like, girding up the ones in your mind, I mean this. And I'm going through it, but I'm an Israelite, and I got Yahawashi, so that means I can overcome anything. I got the same blood of my forefathers in me. I got the blood of Yahawashi in me. I can overcome anything. It's tough right now, but it get better. And also being real with yourself and working through those emotions, acknowledging how you feel, but gird up the ones in your mind and encourage yourself through the spirit. So, I just wanted to add that in there. It just tells us to get up, okay? Get up, girl. All right, shalom. I love y'all for real. All praises.